guys, it's Anastasia and welcome back to my channel. I hope that each of you is having a beautiful day. I don't know if you can see my little crown lamp in the background, but it's there. I was like trying so hard to position my head to not block the beautiful crown lamp, but I have a big head, so I don't know. I think I failed in that department, but there it is. So I will move so you can hopefully see it in the background. Because it's my baby, my little RH baby lamp that my sister Anna got me for, I think, Christmas a couple years ago. Not a couple years ago, 2 years ago? 2016, when I moved to this very apartment. I've had that lamp since then. So tangents aside, Anastasia cannot film a single video without making like a million totally arbitrary tangents in the first like minute of the video. Why? I don't understand. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while, it's been a second, but I feel like this video will hopefully be one that's enjoyable, that's somewhat enjoyable to watch, because it's basically 2 years in the making, and literally this is the last possible chance that I could have had to film this video. So, Queen of Procrastination sitting royally in front of you right now. It is my apartment tour, my New York City apartment tour. Now, the interesting thing to note is that I will literally be moving out of this very apartment in a few days' time, this very Saturday, and so I literally like could not procrastinate filming this tour anymore. You might wonder like, why am I filming? Maybe you're not wondering, and I'm just going on tangents for no reason. But if you are indeed wondering, because this is something I've asked myself on many occasions, why, Anastasia, did you wait till the last minute to film this apartment tour video? And more importantly, why are you filming it if you are indeed moving? I don't know. I actually know exactly why, and that is because honestly, I'm really sad to be leaving this apartment. It's pretty rough around the edges. Like a lot of things did not work and continued to not work post repair the way that as they should have worked. All of those things aside, I loved like how airy the studio felt, and I think ever since I started to kind of make it more of a home, like ever since I started filling it with furniture, I like started to love it more, where, I mean obviously, but it became more of mine and felt cozy in it. And like when my apartment's clean, like I'd come inside and like turn on my different lights and be really, I don't know, just like feel like pleasant auras to be in this space. So yeah, I'm really grateful to have had the chance to live here. New York is a very crazy, hectic place to live, as everybody knows. You're constantly surrounded by lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people at any given moment. So, you know, when I moved to New York, it was really important for me to have my own studio, to be able to have albeit tiny space to kind of return to or take refuge in when things got a little crazy and I needed time to recharge and process everything that had transpired over the course of the day, and just kind of have some alone time. And so that was why I chose the studio. And again, it was very important for me to create an aura that I could feel just very cozy and very happy to kind of return to, despite all of the things like, you know, the like third floor walk up, and all the construction and the scaffolding that was up for a year and a half in front of my beautiful south-facing windows that made it basically gloom and doom for like a year and a half, a period of about a year and a half. As you'll soon see, there aren't very many pieces in this space. Furniture is very minimal in the sense that there isn't much of it. As you can see, I don't even have a couch. The lack of furniture proves problematic in certain scenarios where like people come over, there's not really many places to sit, not really many places to like have food. In my defense, the space is incomplete. The decor is unfinished. I was going to do a lot more with it, but I just never had the opportunity. So I'll have to kind of hold those ideas and file them away for my next place. I'll make note of some of those things and like kind of try to sprinkle in my vision for the completed apartment along the way as I show you kind of what I've made of it. because I really wish I could have had the complete room tour, complete apartment tour with like everything exactly as I wanted it to be, but till next time. With that being said, I did take a lot of care in selecting and like handpicking the few pieces of furniture and decor that I do have in this apartment, and so I hope that you guys will appreciate kind of the vibe that they come together to create, and I hope you'll enjoy learning about some of the stories behind individual pieces. Well, I feel like this introduction has already dragged far too long. I know that you guys probably want to get into this video, so I will cut myself off right here. Quit while I'm behind already, I guess. But I guess the last thing I'll add before we jump into this video is that another reason that I am excited to film this video to share it with you guys is because honestly, I'm really sad to be like leaving. I feel very nostalgic and sentimental about kind of sealing this chapter and moving on to the next. And with closing chapters, like there's always, like as I said, you know, bittersweet, melancholic blend of nostalgia for all the memories that you had in a certain space or in a certain part of your life, mingled with I guess just like sadness to not find yourself there anymore and not be in that part of your life anymore, as well as just like uncertainty about the future, and with that uncertainty comes some like nervousness and nervous anxiety, but also nervous excitement, because you know you always hope that the next chapter will bring with it, you know, even better things. So that in a nutshell, that is how I feel about leaving this apartment and gathering all my things and taking apart my clothing rack and packing my clothes and disassembling my desk and storing everything away and moving away until the next place. You know, I feel a mixture of all those emotions, and so I guess I'm happy to be able to capture this space as I will always remember it, and to share that that moment in time with you in video form, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. Let's jump into this tour. I love an airy aesthetic. I love a space that draws from the vision of heaven. Lots of white, open space, cozy and super soft textures, and flowing fabrics. Translucency, glow. But perhaps one of my favorite things about designing a space is adapting the decor to the environment. I thrived in the idea of adapting my sensibilities to the grit and mechanical spirit of New York City. What resulted was a romantic square, armored with industrial details and features. My sister Maria got me this butterfly chair from RH Teen. It's super soft, and the chair has the added benefit of making you look utterly angelic when you recline inside of it. The soft, cool gray is one of my favorite colors, and it seemed perfect to match the palette of my interior to that of Manhattan's exterior. Moving on to my office. I got my beautiful desk from LL Bean. It matched perfectly to the mechanically straight legs of the chair, which I actually imported from my sister's home. I love how you can use hardware to transform the tone of a piece of furniture. This desk could look more delicate with a more dainty knob, but I opted for this industrial-style anthropology one, which gave it more of a dominant feel. Transitioning to the assortment of items on my desk. My absolute favorite piece is another treasure from Restoration Hardware. My other sister Anna got me this for Christmas, and it may be one of my most prized possessions. It seriously looks like something you'd find in a literal castle, intricately wrought and weathered with time. Here I have a journal from Anthropology. Journals are a must for me. I always carry one in my backpack to brainstorm ideas or sketch out different concepts on things I'm working on. This one's kind of funny. It's a menu from a cocktail bar in New York called Patent Pending. I literally fell so hard in love with this menu that I apologized to the bartender for the crazy request I was about to make, which was that I seriously had to buy it. Now, the bar, Patent Pending, has a truly wonderful concept. It's housed within the building where Nikola Tesla used to live, so the whole theme of the place is inspired by his inventions. Even the cocktails themselves are illustrated as technical drawings and annotated with specs. Now, this is my favorite perfume that my mom gave me, and I love the story behind it too. My dad actually got it for my mom when they got married, but the stopper was curiously jammed, so my mom couldn't open it for like 30 years. The scent is mesmerizing, and I make myself only use it on nights when I want to like especially enchant myself and my memories. I love collecting soaps. I also love to stow them away between my clothes, like in my drawers or my wardrobe, to make my clothes smell really good. This is a beautiful deck of cards that I got from the Nomad Hotel. This deck is like a souvenir of The Magician, which is this amazing magic show that the Nomad Hotel does upstairs. It's also insanely like impossible to score tickets to it. They sell out within seconds of going live, but if you manage to snag some, like it's an unbelievable experience. Beautiful flowers that my best friend got me for my birthday. They're supposed to last a year, and so far they have, so fingers crossed that they're gonna make it to 365 days as they're supposed to. So I love them so much. If I could add anything, I would put up some sort of wall accent in that blank stretch of wall space between the desk and the floor lamp, a beautiful shelf of some sort, or maybe a shadow box. And next to my desk, I have this industrial tripod style floor lamp, and I love these guys. This style makes me think of like a cute little robot. Or the head of the lamp also resembles a can of sweetened condensed milk, so there's that. Then I casually have a Christmas tree sitting on my sill all year, obviously. Moving on to my bed. My bed is incomplete because you just must know how badly I wanted a beautiful headboard for it. Ideally something royal and exquisite and a little gothic looking would go perfectly here to really fill out that bedroom corner. I've really fallen in love with like the sleek, boyish look of gray bedding. I have like sheet sets in every tint of gray you could possibly imagine. And all my bedding is from PB Teen. I have this pretty minimal mirror from Anthropology that I decorated with this beautiful wall hanging that my talented sister Anna handmade for me. Next, I have my industrial clothing rack. It's from Urban Outfitters and it has a pipe motif, which I love. I organized the articles on display by slips and going out dresses, blouses and like cute crop tops, and then my favorite Brandy Melville hoodies. Also randomly this Free People blouse and my beloved 1 Teaspoon jeans. At the foot of the rack, I keep a miscellaneous arrangement of objects and shoes, like these gorgeous Doc Marten Oxfords, which I actually got to give a presentation at MIT. So like I bought them to be my business presentation shoe. So I'm not allowed to wear them like in any other context, which is kind of sad, but I want to keep them really nice and like associated with important moments, I guess. Now, I won't focus on the mirror in the corner just because that mirror was intended to be a placeholder for what I ultimately wanted. My vision for this section of my studio was basically like to turn it into sort of a gallery space. So I wanted to have an enormous leaning floor mirror in the corner next to the clothing rack. I also wanted like a white custom neon LED sign on the wall above the rack that would read House of Air in like white glowing letters. But I never got around to doing that, so you can just collectively imagine what it would have looked like. Lastly, we've turned 360 degrees and arrived in my kitchen. While I would have loved white cabinets in the kitchen, the studio came with brown ones, so life goes on. It's a tiny little kitchen with not a whole lot of counter space, but I still found it really cute and cozy how it's kind of like cut out of the wall and ceiling. A cute little nook. There's my little gunmetal tea kettle, and that's all, folks.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this little glimpse into my little studio apartment on Manhattan's Upper East Side, which I will be vacating in a matter of a couple of days, unfortunately. I can't wait to share my next space with you guys, and when that day comes, I hope that it won't be 2 days before I must vacate it. I'll try better next time, but I love you dearly, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!